Hello, Collective. Elsie here with the Sunday Collective Read. How are you? I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here, Collective. I'm just going to pull a tarot deck and we're going to find out what sort of energy is in the collective. So when I say that, it's we're going to talk about, I'm going to call out the signs and symbols as you need to see them or know them in order to know what's going on here. I'm just going to throw some cards, find out what sort of energy is in the collective. That means this reading is for any sign, by the way. One reading. Could be yours, maybe it won't be. Please don't make it fit. It's not your scenario. Tell me about the collective, please. What do we need to know? Got the Five of Swords. Why are we starting there? Got the Hanged Man. Ooh. Wow. Okay, collective. I think you're getting perspective on some sort of argument that you had with somebody here. There's contention, I'm going to say. It doesn't feel like an all-out brawl, but it feels like an exchanging of words, contention. And it feels like this is already done. It's in the past. It feels like the Five of Swords has already happened. And it feels like now you're getting intrusive thoughts about it. It feels like the Hanged Man energy is you're trying to figure out what was the point of all that. That's what it feels like here. And it feels like you're coming to some sort of realization. You're getting perspective on some sort of argument or fight or somebody that you don't agree with or, somebody that you have fundamental differences with, it feels like. It feels like somebody walked out of the room or walked out. So somebody could have walked out of your life, walked out of the room. Feels like somebody threw down their swords and said, I'm not doing this with you anymore. Could have been you, could have been them, could have been a Pisces, could have been a Scorpio, maybe a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Tell me more. We've got the Queen of Wands. Got the Four of Swords, so we're not really talking right now. That's what it feels like here. Somebody did walk out. And we've got the Chariot. So I feel like, collective, that you want to get things back in balance. We could be talking about Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. Got Cancer energy here as well. It does feel like somebody was fighting with the Queen of Wands. And it feels like the Queen of Wands is the one that turned their back. So you don't have to be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries in order to have the Queen of Wands energy. It could be that there was an argument, there was a fight, somebody turned their back and said, you don't tell me what to do, because the Queen of Wands is somebody that isn't taking your advice, right? This Queen of Wands is forged through fire. This person is usually very intuitive. They listen to their gut, right? They make decisions based on that. They're very independent thinkers. And so it almost feels like if this is not you, this is somebody else. So this is the independent thinker, and somebody was trying to sway the opinion of the independent thinker. And I feel like this Queen of Wands is probably the one who turned the back on the Five of Swords energy and walked away. The Chariot is here, and we have the Four of Swords. It does feel like, it feels like somebody's thinking about it. It could be you. You could be the Pisces thinking about it possibly, or you're the one who's in the Hanged Man energy. But it does feel like somebody here is trying to find balance. It's like, should I have said that? Did I say the right thing? Should I have walked out? Or why did they walk out? I'm looking at it from both sides, right? Why did they walk out? Tell me about the Hanged Man energy, please. What's the perspective here? Oh, maybe it's sacrifice, right? Charlie just said, Charlie's my guide, by the way. Somebody made a sacrifice. Tell me what this is here. We have the Moon energy. We have the Six of Swords. This feels like a breakup, is what it feels like, or two people who just no longer see eye to eye. For some of you, it's a fight with a child, someone who has the same placements as you. Look, it can be a little tough when we're dealing with, maybe a Sagittarius parent, father or mother, right? Feminine or masculine, and dealing with a Sagittarius child, right? Fire against fire. Like it feels like somebody walked out, said, I'm just going to do my own thing. You don't get to tell me what to do. The Moon energy is like somebody is sitting in that energy, in that dark energy. So I don't know if it's you, collective, or if it's them, but it feels like the Moon energy is telling me, I don't know where they went. like maybe this is a runaway. Look, there's a child here. Maybe there's a child who's left the house. But this, don't think that this is, 10-year-old child. Like this could be an adult child who is acting immature, right? Somebody who's taking a risk that you didn't want them to take. But the Six of Swords is telling me that it was a very chaotic situation and you didn't know what to do about it. And I feel like now you're hanging here in the Hanged Man energy, wondering if maybe you sacrifice the situation. But it feels like it doesn't feel like you have an answer. I'm just going to say, it doesn't feel like you have an answer. But there is a realization showing up here, because I feel like you've been sacrificing yourself in this Hanged Man energy for a bit here. Whatever it was, it happened very quick. And it feels like somebody left the situation very quick and you didn't have time to ask them to stop. And now you don't know where they are. You're not talking to them. It could be a family problem. It could be that you were dating someone who was younger than you. It could be a dating situation where somebody's younger than the other one. We do have the Tower. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Temperance in reverse. It's like somebody said, don't leave. Don't leave. Because if you leave right now and we don't talk about this, then it's going to implode. It's going to break it beyond repair. That's what it feels like here. Now look, this doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be. It doesn't have to be. It could be a family connection, but it feels like two people have had an argument. Temperance in the reverse is don't you dare. Don't do it right now. It's like somebody with the Eight of Cups here, right? Somebody is like, you know what, I'm going to go do my own thing and release the situation. It caused a Tower because someone else warned them, don't go or I'm cutting you off. Oh boy. It's whoever is holding the purse strings. It could be an argument over money. I'm not giving you any more money. You can go ahead and go where you're going to go, but I'm not giving you any more money. This feels like an argument, like a family argument, or it could be an argument between two people who are in a relationship. The Queen of Pentacles, though, is the one who doesn't have to worry about it. Like, I feel like you could be the Queen of Pentacles. You could be someone with a Capricorn placement. Maybe you're Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. But the Queen of Pentacles is the one who's doing all the work. That's the person who's working hard, providing the home, providing the food, planting the garden, harvesting the garden, canning all the things, whether feminine or masculine. And this person is like, I've been focused on the Pentacle world. I've been really focused on the Pentacle world. What do we argue about? Because I feel like you're like, the Temperance in reverse for me is a no. It's not in balance. It's not the time to do it. Don't you dare do it right now. It's like that sort of energy. And it's up against the Eight of Cups, which is telling me that someone is saying to the other person, don't you dare. If you leave, you're not going to get my abundance. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. What was this argument about? It's contention here. It's like it's been ongoing contention is what it feels like. We've got the Empress. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's because things are changing is what it is. Something is changing here. The Ten of Wands is here. Tell me why the Ten of Wands is here. What is the Ten of Wands? The Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. And the King of Swords. Okay, it feels like something is changing. This could be a child. It feels like what is changing is a relationship. So the Empress is the mother or the father, right? The feminine, masculine energy. We've got Libra and Taurus here, and the Wheel is here. So the Empress is experiencing change. It's a changing point in my life. Things are changing for me. And the Ten of Wands tells me it's not going very well. So as everything is changing, we do know Taurus doesn't like change. Libra has a hard time with it as well. If it's not logical change, Libra is going to have a hard time keeping in balance. So it does feel like with the Empress here and the Wheel of Fortune that something really positive is actually happening for the Empress. And it's changing everything. It's a turning point in the life of the Empress that is very positive, and something is expanding. Something is very positive and moving forward, but it's causing hardship. And I think it's causing hardship because something's about to change with the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the King of Swords. It feels like this argument takes place because you've decided, if you're the Empress, you've decided you're leaving the workplace. Or the Eight of Pentacles is like, I've become too good at what I do to not change. Like, it's like a next vibration thing, but it's a turning point of whatever it is, but it's causing hardship because it's causing fights. The King of Swords is the one who's always going to be honest about how they feel, right? This one is not necessarily going to give you the emotional side, but with the Three of Cups here, like somebody here is just being really honest about what's making me happy. The Eight of Pentacles is here. I've worked really hard on myself and I'm really good at what I do. It's time for me to move forward. It's a turning point in my life. I'm leaving my job to open up a business, or it's like a big, huge change is happening here. And it is a happy change for the Empress, I feel, but the King of Swords is like the energy of, I'm just going to be honest with you. I can't stay where I am anymore. Things are changing and I'd rather change than stay. I feel like this person is not happy with that. It feels like the Page of Wands. This could be a child, but it could be someone who's acting out in their fire, taking risks with their life. Could be an adult child, could be a child, but it feels like somebody here is like, fine, you do what you want. You're going to change your relationship. You're going to leave the relationship and change, or you're going to sell the house and open a business. Do it. You're not doing it with me. Tell me why the Page of Wands is here. Nine of Wands. Somebody's feeling some type of way about it, right? Someone's like, I'm just exhausted with you and all of the changes that have been happening with you. So somebody essentially is changing for the better, and somebody here wants everything to stay the same, is what it is. And it's almost like they're at a threatening energy of, you know what, I'm just over it. I'm over you. Three of Swords. You're breaking my heart. I'm feeling somebody here, this page, whoever they are, this Page of Wands here, is the one who likes to do their own thing and go on new paths. And, you know, they don't really want you to have your own ideas. They want you to follow them, essentially. And I feel like this Page of Wands is somebody who is like, how dare you take a risk without asking me first? So maybe it's a child or someone that you know, but it does feel like it's an immature energy. And somebody with the Ten of Wands here, the Nine and the Ace that is in the hand of the Page, is like, fine, I'll just leave then. Three of Swords is here. Yeah, it does feel like a family argument. It feels like a family argument, or maybe a breakup, possibly. You know, this happens a lot, right? And it's, you know, the thought about high school sweethearts is a really beautiful, romantic thought. But the truth of the matter is, when you get married when you're 18 or 19, shit's going to change in 20 years. And if you're not willing to, you know, the ones that do make it through are the ones that are willing to change and grow together. But sometimes one of them isn't willing to change, and the other person continues to grow. So when things start to change, it aggravates the one who wants everything to stay the same. And I think that's what the feeling is here. That's what I'm getting. If somebody is changing and growing and becoming the Empress, feminine or masculine, everything is moving in the right direction, and it's causing hardship with the people around them. And I think that the Empress is just really using the King of Swords energy to say, look, I'm happy. I'm really happy that things are changing. I've worked really hard on myself. And it's causing arguments, fight, and discontent in a family or a family unit, possibly. But somebody here is like, somebody's saying, don't you go, because if you go and you stop talking to me, I'm not paying your bills, I'm not helping you out, you're going to have to get your own job. So that's why it feels like it's somebody who's either immature, or maybe we're in a relationship and the other person is like, I'm going to go stay at a hotel. And this person's like, no, you're not touching the bank account. Like, it feels like that kind of argument here. But somebody is moving here and, you know, going out on their own. And this is, you know, the independence of the Queen of Wands is, I'll do what I want. Don't tell me what to do. And that's what I'm feeling here right now. Somebody's getting in the vehicle and going. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Judgment card. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm saying oh, no, because it's giving me the feeling, collective, that there maybe was a relationship here. We've got the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Two people who were very much in balance with each other until they got to the stage of the Queens. And then when the Judgment card showed up, somebody made a decision to move forward on something that the other person was not ready for. And it ended up in this. It ended up in somebody going outside the relationship, going outside the marriage, going outside of what we had promised to each other. The Judgment card is here. Somebody made a decision that put them on a different trajectory. And it caused imbalance. It caused things to... It's like somebody saw the other person as taking risks without them. You didn't ask me about that. I didn't agree to this. That's what it feels like here. And it's causing 5 of Pentacles. It's causing somebody to be on the outside looking in here. And I feel like one of these people is very much in love. I think there's a lot of love here because the Queen of Pentacles is, or sorry, the Queen of Cups is here. But it feels like the decision that was made is what made things crumble. And the Knight of Wands being here doesn't really give me a good feeling. It feels like somebody then goes outside the marriage. Tell me why the Knight of Wands is here. Somebody is now worried that the other person is going to find somebody else, right? Like it felt like these two were in a relationship, but now we've got the Queen and the King of Cups. It feels like this feels like a little bit of shenanigans going on outside the relationship. And this could be someone who's in the DMs. It doesn't have to be, physical relationship. It could be an emotional relationship, right? There's a lot of emotional fire going on here, and somebody's worried that it's going to turn into passion, that it's going to turn into fire. It feels like somebody is cheating on the other person. That's what it feels like. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. Before I go, I'm just going to talk about this Judgment card and the Chariot, because it's like somebody made a really quick decision and said, no, I got to do what I got to do because the Wheel of Fortune is here. This is my destiny and I've got to do it. Yeah, somebody's going out on their own. Somebody's becoming single. 2 of Wands is in the reverse and it's immediate. Like it feels like you don't want to do it. I don't really care. When I see the 2 of Wands, there's no preparation. It's like I'm jumping in head first. Jumping in head first, possibly to another relationship. It could be that. 9 of Pentacles, we become single. 2 of Cups is here. 2 of Wands is in the reverse. Tell me what the outcome is, please. It does feel like somebody here has found somebody else who is far better matched to them. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You can make that decision. But it feels like they found somebody who understands them. Got the Ace of Swords, Page of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like it's a shocking revelation. Somebody's received clarity and said, you know what, I just don't want to do this with you anymore. That's what it feels like. The 5 of Pentacles is I'm putting you on the outside looking in. Somebody knew that this was coming. It feels like one of the people in this relationship has been thinking about this for a long time and keeping it to themselves and sort of been looking at what is out there. It does feel like somebody found somebody who's out there. And it doesn't feel like it's a physical relationship just yet, but somebody's worried that it's going to turn into passion. And I think it's these 2 people. So I feel like the Queen of Wands is the person who turned away from the argument and said, don't tell me what to do. And it feels like this person turned away and went to this person, found somebody who's far more matched. It was fire and water, like oil and water here, right? They kept arguing and fighting with the 5 of Swords. And I feel like that there is somebody here who is carrying on with their life because they've grown out of the vibration of this relationship is what it feels like here. All right, I'll leave that right there. I think it took a really long time. It took years and years, but somebody here is holding the purse strings. Whoever is the person who's doing the work or has the business, or the Queen of Pentacles had the plan. And the Knight of Pentacles is telling me it was a long-term plan, that they were like, I don't think I want to be here anymore. That's what it feels like. I'm going to leave that right there, collective. Thank you so much for being here and watching. Sorry not to give you the greatest news, but it is what it is. I got to read the energy, so I'm going to go for now. See you guys tomorrow at the sneak peek. Bye-bye.